Hi guys, welcome back to another Get Ready With Me. So today is quite an exciting one for me. I'm going to be testing out the Glaminatrix Cosmetics brushes and also the Glaminatrix Grounded for the first time. Let's get into that. Right, let's put some e.l.f. liquid poreless putty primer on. I think this is a primer that just keeps on giving. And then a little bit for the forehead. Now I'll go in with the Project Pan Highlighter Glow Stick from New Look. It's in the shade Gold. Just gives me a nice little glow from underneath my foundation. And I'm going to be using two foundations. They're both Project Pan foundations. So Maybelline Fit Me, you can see that's way too dark for me. So it's the New Look Dewy and Smooth. Normal to dry skin. That really should be on the top. Should be on that way. So we're going to use that first. Oh, by the way, guys, it says it's 110 porcelain. It's not porcelain. Most of my foundations are porcelain, and they're a hell of a lot lighter than this. Can you see how dark it is? Whoops, I nearly dropped the sponge. Put way too much on this sponge. But hopefully we'll be able to shear it out. So this is in the Project 10 Uses. I'll probably declutter it after I've used it 10 times. And then we've got the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, which is more my shade. And this one is in shade 10 Ultra Fair. I mean, can you see how much lighter it is? I think I need more of the Urban Decay. I'll put it on with my fingers though. Let's see how this goes. This is why I hate wearing a darker foundation, just because it's way too dark. And the first time I wore it, I don't know if it oxidised. You can see foundation in my hair. do this and then we'll blend out the rest of it properly. Okay, so next, let's do the brows next. Then I'll go in with NYX the brow glue. It's just a transparent one. Then I'm going to go in with the Glossier Stretch Concealer in G12. From now on, I'm not going to show you the progress every single time I use it. You'll just get to see the progress when I do my updates. I really should take pictures. I think I will take some pictures. Because I've still got quite a few weeks to work on it, so now we're going to go in with this Units powder. It's not Project Pan, it's Shop My Stash. So this is a loose setting powder, transparent. It's just clear white. Get my powder puff. I'm just going to take it under the eye. And that's how much better it looks compared to this side. Just try and make it so it's smooth. You're not gonna get the lines out, but if it's smooth, the powder goes on a lot nicer. I'll pop a bit on the forehead as well. So then we've got it all in the T-zone. I don't really tend to do it on the cheeks, I've said this before, just because I use a finishing powder. Then we're going to go in with the Sephora contour stick. This is in Fertilite. If you haven't watched my Project 10 uses, I'm going to put it around here somewhere, so you can go ahead and watch that. So some of the products will be rolled over to a separate month, just because I won't be able to get 10 uses on the products that I want to get 10 uses on. I mean, I'll try my best. And I am tallying them up, so I'll be able to tell you how many uses each product has. I don't know what eyeshadow look I'm going to go for, so I need to look at the palette in a minute and just decide on what blush to use. going to blend that out now. Then I'm going to go in with a Project 10 Uses bronzer, and that's one out of my magnetic palette. If you watch the Project 10 Uses, you will know which one it is. And again, we'll blend that out. Right, let's get the sponge. Don't want to be going RTT on the contour and bronzer. Okay, let's have a look at the eyeshadow palette now. Right, so the Grounded palette looks like that. If you've never seen it before, I'm sure you all have. There's one shade that I know that I can't use. Ignore the foundation here. Just because I've done a BYOP before I got this palette, and I know it's very, very similar to it, or I think it is. So that's this shade here. So what do I want to use then? Let's have a look at them in the mirror, because we get true representations. Maybe this one. Balanced. Just going to put the cardboard on the bed, and I'll put that palette back in the drawer. So I need to find a blush now. Right, I think I want to use this one because I don't know how I feel about it. And yeah, this one is the Tower 28 Beach Please Golden Hour. If I don't like it, I can declutter it. And if I declutter it, it'll be going in the bin rather than being passed on to someone just because it's quite old. Let's get this mirror out. Ooh, that's pigmented. Not really on this side though, is it? Just add a bit more to the brush. Right, we will blend it out, don't worry. I blend it out with a brush, and then I tend to blend it out with a sponge as well. It's a little bit more pigmented than I'd like, to be honest, but we're going to put some powder blush on as well, make it even more pigmented. Right, so this powder blush is coming out of the magnetic palette as well. I don't know if I want to keep it around. To be honest. I don't really go in for these peachy shades. My blush combo is always pink. So it could be 2 declutters. Right, let me have a look up close and personal. Yeah, I think that's alright. It just looks brighter on the camera because I've got like a ring light as well here. Right, and then we'll use the highlighter from the Magnetic palette as well. Which is another thing I don't know if I want to keep around. I just need to be a bit more realistic what I want to keep, what I want to declutter. It's pointless keeping hold of things for the sake of keeping hold of them. Then I'm going into my Huda Beauty Glowish, what's this thing called? Pressed Powder Luminous in the shade Fair. And I just put this everywhere because it's just a finishing powder. Now I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eyeshadow Primer. Right, so the eyeshadow base is on. So let's now go in with this brush and this Revolution palette and put some of this all over the eyeshadow base. And then we can get started with the best bit, in my opinion. Right, so the exciting bit for me now is going to be testing these eyeshadow brushes. So I'm not going to need anything from here. I need to pop these away as well. I might just shift them onto the bed. I washed a whole bunch of eyeshadow brushes as well. I think I've washed like 90 in total, and I've still got a lot more to wash. Along with the Glaminatrix Grounded Palette, my friend Lisa bought me the brushes, the Glaminatrix Cosmetic brushes, which I never expected, not in a million years. They're still in the wrappers. I've not attempted to use them. I wanted to use them with the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Grounded Palette, so that's what we're going to do. So I know what's going to be my lid shade. I think what I'm going to do, guys, you can do rows. You can go down in rows. So I think I'm going to go down this row here. And I can always go in with a darker shade as well for the outer V or the lash line. I do feel like this shade here is a bit of a cop-out. I will say that on first impressions. Maybe we can try it in the inner corner, I don't know. But I feel like it's a cop-out. I feel like a cream ivory shade would have been better there rather than a stark white. Just my opinion. Let me know, guys, if you've got this palette, what you think of that shade. It's called Still, but it's stark white. So in this Glaminatrix Cosmetics brush set, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I was surprised. For some reason, I thought you only got 6. So we'll go in with this one first. Just like a blender. And isn't the design on this so stinking pretty? So this one says Glaminatrix EO1. So I'm going to go in with that stark, well not stark, but I'm going to go in with that yellow. Look how It's like a canary yellow. Look how bright it is. And we'll take this mirror here. Ooh, wow, the pigmented. Sorry for looking down, guys. In my lives, I never used to look down. I don't know why I do it in longer form content. Wow, that is so pigmented. The very, very light brushes as well, which I like. And it's got an indent here where you can put your fingers. They feel like Harry Potter brushes. Do you know, like the wands? They feel like that. Yeah, I do like the grooves in the brushes. Right, I'm going to try a different brush now. A smaller one. So the Glaminatrix EO... I don't know if it's EO7 or EOT. I think it's EO7. Yeah, because there's 7 brushes, so that makes sense. And that's just slightly smaller. I know Lisa really loves these brushes. Apparently, they're quite good for hooded eyes. And I do have hooded eyes. I do feel like more than 2 mattes I want to use though as well. So we will be going into another matte, I think. Flick that out a bit. I'm not telling you the names, am I? We went into Anchored first, then we went into Trust. I think I want to go in with Steady next. I'll use the same brush. And I've not washed these brushes yet. I don't tend to wash my brushes when I first buy them. I know a lot of people do. But, yeah, I don't. I might put that green on the lower lash line as well. And I think I'm gonna have to take the colour off that. Actually, I'll do it on here. I think I want to go in with this darker shade. I thought I was gonna go in with that, but maybe that for the lash line. Let's go in with Present, this one here. Because no matter what I'm doing, it doesn't seem to want to show up how I want it to show up. I mean, you can definitely see it's darker. It's looking more like poop on my eye, which is quite, they brought it out, didn't they, for April Fool, and it was a poop palette. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking it. What I want to do before I even put any glitter glue on. No, we can put the glitter glue on. Right, let's get the Technique glitter primer on. And then, so I'm going to go back into the Revolution palette and just go in with this shade here and just tidy it up a bit. Then we're going to go in with this brush here, the Glaminatrix EO6. So we'll try putting some Present down there as well. Maybe I should go in with both of these shades. Yeah, so Steady and then Present. I don't normally do lash line, but I want to use this brush. Wow, that's a good brush. I don't know why I sound surprised. I'm just not used to having expensive brushes. And I wasn't expecting this at all. Couldn't believe it when Lisa said that she ordered it for me. She sent it to me in an email. I mean, the palette would have been more than enough because it's an expensive palette. So now I want to go into Balanced. And I'll just do that with a finger. Right, they're quite flaky. So that one looks like a yellow with an orange flip. And I'll just tap that on. I don't want it sheer, so I'll probably go in with it again. I plan to do 5 looks with this palette. I don't know about this upcoming week, but I want to do 5 looks with it. The reason I'm saying I don't know about this upcoming week is because I've been having a lot of pain with my teeth. Well, on this side in particular. It's more my gums. Wow, how pretty is that? Yeah, and just patting it on. I think you can see it better on this eye. I just don't know what I'm going to do for the inner corner. There's no shade here for the inner corner. I'll just try this one then. Still, and if that doesn't work, I don't know, try and find something else. Try this brush. Right, so this brush is EO3. No, EO5. So let's get some of this white on. It really is white. Like I said earlier, it's a very, very stark white. I knocked some glitter down here. Or rather, the brush did. That's just going to have to stay down there. Let's put a bit more of this on. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, that stark white, but I would have rather they put a nice shimmer in there instead for the inner corner, and I don't believe that there is one. I mean, if you want to get all brave with putting like really bold, you know, bold colours in your inner corner, then that's kind of... I just don't do that. I like to put very light colours in my inner corner. I'm wondering what this one would look like over the top of it. This Sheer Glam highlighter stick. Because this has like got a white to pink flip. Let's try it. Ooh. These are very cool in these guys. That's better. It's not so stark now. Let's just blend this out. I'm not a big fan of white eyeshadow. Right, I want to go back in with that present shade for the outer lash, for the outer lash line. Like that. It's just made it a tiny bit darker. And we'll blend it out again. Okay, that looks good. And do I want to do anything on the lash line? I think we'll go in with this green, this Patience shade here. Let me find a brush for that. Yeah, I've got one here. So this brush is EO3. It's just an angled brush, looks like that. So believe it or not, guys, this is the last eyeshadow palette that's going to be in my collection for quite some time. And I didn't buy it, Lisa bought it for me. What I want to do now going forward is just play around with the ones I've got in my collection. Yeah, and this white stick, this white Sheer Glam jelly stick that I put over the stark white is more of a pink flip. I still think it looks nice though. I don't even know if I'm going to buy for Black Friday. I thought I was going to, but I don't think I am now. What I want to do now, wipe the brush off first of all. What I want to do now is just blend out a bit up here with a more stiffer brush. That there isn't one that's come. Actually, this one might work. Even though it's a more packing on brush. We'll try it. So, EO... I'm sure we've had an EO3, but it looks like that. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's definitely getting in there. Okay, we'll do the other side. Sorry about my other phone bleeping. Then we'll wipe this brush off. Okay, so we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 7 eyeshadow brushes. First impressions, I really like them. I like the shape, I like how they get into the eyes, especially if you've got hooded eyes like me. I do like brushes like these. So that's the cheapest one, that's from Primark. It really, these blend out really well, just because they're so firmly packed. And then, oh, that nearly fell. I've washed these recently. These are part of the 45 eyeshadow brushes I've washed. And then this one from Marks and Spencer's, this one does the same. Or you can just like go in here and like kind of do that. And then this one's from Real Techniques. I can't get the pigment off it, so, but it is clean, guys. So those are the kind of brushes that I like, but the ones Lisa sent to me, they're really, really good and they perform really, really well. I am going to be using them over the next month and I'll do more of a review on them and let you know what I think, honest thoughts and opinions. Even though they were a gift, it doesn't mean I'm going to lie to you. I wouldn't do it. If you know me, you know I only tell the truth on this channel. Why does this part of the eye, I feel like I need some more of that stick on. Do you know the Glam stick I used? I feel like I need some more of that on that part of the eye. I feel like I've not taken it down. But I have. In the mirror, doesn't look as stark white. These guys are so good. Right, let's get some mascara on and then I'll talk about the palette as well. Okay, the mascara I'm using at the moment is 17 Bigger Better Lash. Well, I'm using this one and I'm also using the Essence False Lashes. Right, we need to hurry up now. It's saying low memory. This is what I hate about this phone. So we're going to go in with a Tanya Bear lipstick. I know it's like bold eyes, bold lips, but I can't help it when I wear yellow or orange. Wow, I really like it. I know it's bold for some people, but for me, I just really like it. So let's talk about the Grounded palette right quick. Really like the eye look I've done today. So we used these 3 shades down here, which are Anchored, Balanced and Trust. Then I went in with Steady and Present. And I also use Balance. So a good combination of the shades. It's a beautiful palette. Like I said, with the solid shade here, I've got shades similar to it in the palette that I made. So we're doing an eyeshadow with that palette on one eye and this palette on another eye, just to see if I manage to get it similar or not. But the other shades, so then we've got 3 looks to do with this palette. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The only reservation I've got with this palette is this still shade. I don't like it. I think we could have done without it, but I'd really love to know your thoughts. Anyway, this is a palette, guys. Did you buy it? What do you think of it? Leave me a comment down below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.